All right, how's everybody doing? Wednesday night, time for a little hangout online live stream. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm Mike from Sunspot. If we haven't met, and if we haven't met, thanks for watching a random live stream on Facebook. So let's bring in Wendy and Ben over here. Uh-oh. Let's take out whoever that guest one is and bring Wendy in. Okay, there we go. Now we're all set.
I kind of like it with the Phantom member.
Yeah, the Phantom member. That's
the keyboard player.
No, I've been called that before. Okay, that's why I love ghosts. Hey, Anto, first Patreon ufta of the evening. Anthony, this East Side Dark plus protein is for you. So, right on. And it's a lovely. Hey guys, the weather's finally good. It was a heck of a day today. It was like 70 degrees. It was wonderful. So that's gonna put us in a good mood. Pam, we have met. We have met. And the second Patreon. 1, 2, 3.
Oofta.
Well, Ben, you have something with ice in it. What's that classy drink?
Bloody Mary with no like extra stuff. as much as I love cheese and pickles and stuff, the vodka and the tomato juice is just good.
Okay, so a Bloody Mary, an evening Bloody Mary.
Evening Bloody Mary. There you go.
Sometimes you have to have an evening Bloody Mary to get it going. Okay. Anto getting a slapback delay from Ben's mic. Okay, let me see what I can do about that.
Slap it back.
Slap it back. Oh, another Patreon ufta. Michelle, hope you're doing
Michelle.
well. Ufta to you. Okay. Let me know if anything sounds weird out there in the internet world besides the slapback delay. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from, unless that's coming through Ben's voice in my headphones, because I'm looking at right here with this microphone. I'm making love to this microphone, so I can bring it down a little bit. Okay, Billy. What's going on all the way from the middle of the up north middle of Wisconsin, Billy?
It has been too long. My goodness.
Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Man, everybody's coming out. Well, everybody's coming out because the weather's good. When the sun comes out, not only the guns come out, but the friends come out, and that's what we like. All right. So, okay, well, it's nice to see a few Patreons, a few people, and why don't we talk about the big news that was on everybody's mind this week is that the lead singer of Firehouse has passed away. So, did you guys hear about CJ Snare passing away? No?
I think I missed that news story somehow.
All right.
That's sad.
It is sad. I don't know how many of you guys were fans of Firehouse, but they were the perfect age. Like, they came out in their big stuff was like 1991. And Ben, you remember Firehouse, right?
The first album was so good.
Yeah. And what was the big song? Was Baby, Don't Treat Me Bad. Dude, I put that on because I wanted to play it in memory of CJ Snare, who had passed, and I wanted to put it on. And that song's still a banger. Like,
How'd he die?
That's a great song. I'm like, man, Baby, Don't Treat Me Bad. It's a good song. Their other big hit was, real quick, we're going to do a Patreon ufta for Andy.
One,
Andy?
2, 3, ufta, Andrew.
Well, was he like ailing? Was it an unexpected thing? Or?
Well, I'm gonna look it up here because TMZ wrote it up. And that you're still relevant, I think, if TMZ writes up your death. So I think that's an honor for CJ Snare, being in like an early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, not like a grunge hip band. Like they came in even when like all the bands that sounded like them and looked like them were out the door, kind of thing. And they still were able to have a couple of big hits even after Nirvana. So the TMZ, and here's CJ. He, according to his daughter Heather, he had a lengthy cancer battle, and then he finally died from a heart attack.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, but Firehouse was still around. They hadn't released an album in like 20 years, but they still were playing together, and good for them. Their big one is probably like the one that everybody knows. The Firehouse song that everybody knows is "I found the love of a lifetime." If you guys remember that song,
yeah.
Listen to that one again. It was weird, first of all, not to slow dance to that song. To actually just
I was thinking the same thing. It was like, how many times did you slow dance to that song?
A lot. They're a lot.
I don't have enough phalanges to count that.
Yeah. Anyway, the guitar solo on that one, that is a terrible guitar solo on Love of a Lifetime. So I got to say, they really didn't have that one together. But he does a nice vocal job. And the other thing about CJ Snare is he had a Wisconsin connection.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he married a girl from our high school.
Yeah, I remember. Which one?
Well, it wasn't somebody that we was been to our shows or anything like that. Her name was Brenda. And I met in passing. It wasn't like a friend of ours. We were the kind of guys in high school who got friends with the girls who went on to marry rock stars. But no, in passing, she was nice enough or whatever. But that was cool. Like, oh my God, a rock star married a girl from a Quantico high school. That was pretty exciting. I think they got the big divorce before or the past 10 years or something like that. But they had a couple of kids, and anyway, so good on her, but very sad, that this guy passed because he was a good singer. And the thing is that since he had a Waukesha connection, or, he was living in the area or had spent time in the area because he married a woman from our area. So one of our friends, who shall remain nameless today, him and his wife's song was Love of a Lifetime. That was their song, and they were getting married. And he's like, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if CJ, sang Love of Our Lifetime at a wedding, because he's not that far away. So he contacted him to see how much it would be. And this is around the turn of the century. And even when I say the turn of the century, it's not funny anymore because we're talking about things that happened almost 25 years ago, right? A quarter of a century is a turn of a century. Anyway, so and so CJ said it would be $2,500 to sing the song at the guy's wedding. And he told me, he's like, whoa, isn't that crazy? $2,500. Who does he think he is? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, the lead singer of the band that wrote your and your wife's song said he would sing that song at your wedding. It's a top 40 song. This isn't, this is a top 40 hit. And he was going to sing it at your wedding for $2,500. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal, man. Like, yes, it's only one song, but you're not hiring
him. It's a one-time occasion, too. I mean,
you're not hiring him to play Mustang.
Time to spend the money.
Yeah. You're hiring him to play his song for your thing, Anyway, obviously, he didn't spend the money. And Ben, we went to the wedding. It was fun. From what I remember. But anyway, so he did not play Love of a Lifetime at the wedding because it would cost $2,500. And then our friend was like, man, that's bullshit. $2,500. This guy thinks. I'm like, that's a good deal, man. He probably doesn't want to go to somebody's wedding and play. And the years after this song was super popular, he doesn't want to have to play that one song. And then everybody's going to bug him and for autographs. And this is before smartphones, so at least it wouldn't be pictures. But they're going to bug him and all that kind of stuff. And he was willing to do it, but it was going to cost you. And I don't know. I think that's a reasonable cost.
Money well spent.
If that's your thing, like if that was important to you. But the marriage didn't last though, so I guess that was pretty wise to save on it. So it probably was a good idea to save on it. Well, maybe CJ could have saved it. That would have been his thing. His legacy was, if only Love of a Lifetime would have been played, the love would have lasted forever. Maybe a love to last a whole life through. Okay. Oh, we have some other Patreons who came to say hi. Miss Lisa.
Hey, all right.
1, 2, 3. Oofda.
Oofda.
Hope you're well. And Bart. Coming in from good old Toma.
Yay,
Bart.
Bart.
Hope you're well,
Oofda.
Bart. Hope you are well. Oofda, my friend. Andy, my sister's father-in-law is a musician and did the music during her wedding ceremony for free. Sure.
Very lucky.
That is a lucky deal.
To have somebody in the family willing to do that for free.
I don't think I'd do that for my daughter for free. Billy Olds, I'd happily pay that. In fact, we need to plan something for my upcoming 50th.
Hey, there you go.
Woo! Fun.
Yeah, that does sound like fun. Billy. Anyway, so it's sad that he died, but I mean, he had a pretty good life, had a couple of top 40 hits, and, was a good musician. And they were able to still be successful, even after a lot of bands, glam rock and, that kind of the cock rock bands got, taken out. But they kept it going. So good on him. And good job, CJ. Plus, picking girls from Aquanago, got to say, that's a wise man right there. Right there. Anyway, so that was a little, that was the big story this week. CJ Snare passing away. I guess some other stuff happened this week.
Like what's on Wendy's shirt?
Yes. Okay. All right, Wendy. Well, let's see the shirt. They're selling T-shirts down there. And hold on, let's get you.
There you go.
Yeah. There. Okay.
Great Ohio.
Great Ohio.
I wanted a souvenir. I actually. Yeah. I actually technically saw it in Indiana, but whoop.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to add a full screen of you. But okay, so you saw it in Indiana. And so where in Indiana did you go to? Did you go to Lafayette, Indiana? Did you go to Tasma's? And is that where you saw the eclipse?
No, we were in Liberty, Indiana, which is a teeny tiny town. That's like just it's north of Indianapolis, northeast of East obviously, but it's literally right across the border. Huh?
Sorry, I'm thinking Liberty. It's a free town. It's it's free of publicity. I was.
Yeah. But it was cute because
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Audio is coming through so weird down here. But yeah, it was a cute little town. Population was like I don't know 2,000 or something like that.
All right.
So they had all the little like people out on the street trying to sell hot dogs and snow cones and stuff like that. But there was really not. Because they were pretty nicely in the path of totality. So we had a whole 3 minutes and 33 seconds of totality.
The path of totality. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So what was it? Now, Ben, I know that you had told my wife that when you had gone to the eclipse, it was life-changing.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
Okay, so you explain why it was life-changing to you when you went, and then Wendy's going to tell us how her life changed when she went to the eclipse and saw it on Monday. So Ben,
Well, what if Wendy goes first because she just went?
Sure, I thought you would had a chance to, because you had already mentioned it. You might have collected your thoughts earlier, and so we were going to give Wendy a chance to collect her thoughts. Instead of redirecting the questions, we're going to answer them.
Okay, so I'm supposed to answer that. Okay.
Right.
I thought when all the animals got confused and like all the daytime animals got quiet, that really blew my mind. And just thinking about distance and size, I thought was really eye-opening. And just being able to look at it with my own eyes. So like even 99% is not totality. You gotta have totality, you know, and it's really something to be seen. I would be sad if I never had seen that.
Okay, and you were at 99%, or you were at the totality?
In South Carolina in 2017, I was in totality for a few minutes. I don't remember how many minutes, but it was enough for like the animals to get confused and stuff. Everything just got very quiet and dim. It was like being in a dream. It was really neat.
Did any people get confused?
Yes, they got quiet too. And no, I'm not kidding. Everybody just like the entire neighborhood was just came to a hush. It was really phenomenal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Wendy, let's hear about what you experienced. Did the animals get quiet and stuff like that in Liberty? Are there animals in Liberty, Indiana?
There were birds and stuff, but I mean, most animals were humans where I was.
Okay.
We were out at a farm. There was a family that invited people out to their huge farm location. So it was a small group of people, huge amount of land, so everybody was really spread out. And the totality happened so like it really goes from dark to light, not gradually. So should we fix this echo? Like we're not.
Okay, I'm not hearing any echo, so I'm having trouble hearing. Okay, so let me change my.
Everybody else hears it. I don't know.
Let me change my mic.
Okay, now I'm sounding different, right? But is there still an echo? Because my microphone is now 2 feet away instead of next to me.
Go ahead, Wendy.
You're not echoing now, Ben.
Sweet.
Am I echoing still?
No, but now there's a sweet delay between the audio and the video.
All right. Okay, well, we're just going to try it like this then. And hopefully this helps. Not really sure what's up with that, but I don't know. We'll work it out. Anyway, so hopefully that helps. Okay, so now.
Oh, yeah. So the totality, like once it didn't gradually get darker, you know, it went from like daylight and then like within 2 seconds it was dark. And then, you know, just seeing like staring at the sun, doing something that you've been told your entire life, never ever look at the sun with, you know, unshielded. That was weird. But then just seeing the sun with like the big you had the whole entire sky and landscape around you. And then like we were in a giant field and you could see the horizon 360 degrees was a sunset, like orange color, you know, so that was cool. But yeah, people were freaking out. It was very cool. Yeah, we didn't really see the animals do too much, but there were, you know, it was mostly birds and stuff. And as soon as it got dark, we were paying attention to the sun and not much more beyond that. Okay. But it definitely cooled down, like the temperature dropped and it was dark and it just looked amazing.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, that sounds like fun. Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, I got some pictures. My pictures of the sun turned out horrible.
Okay. How
But
about
I
the
got a lot of
moon?
pictures of like the sun and the moon. I mean, because the thing is, like the pictures look nothing like what it looked like
Okay.
because my piddly. But I got lots of footage of like the dark. I did a whole like panorama going around so you could see it, a sunset like all around, and like the reactions of people was pretty cool. Like everybody kind of just losing it.
Yeah. Right.
That was fun. Yeah, I got a ton of pictures and video, which I'm gonna have to share. I could share a
Okay.
picture if you want. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can.
No.
Can
Share. I don't know. Is there a share button on the screen?
Let's see here. Share screen.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sharing now. Can you see it? That's about the best picture I got.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Let me put it in. Let me put it in.
It's really going to disappoint everybody because it's terrible.
Everybody's gonna be like, okay, here it is. Okay. Oh wait. Well, all right. I
There
don't
it
know.
is.
That's not
But
too bad.
like,
That looks like the.
it does, but seeing it through my eyes, the moon took up a much larger part. So you just saw the
Yeah.
teeny tiny bit of the corona of the sun, and then we saw we saw the Bailey's beads are like where the canyons of the moon allow, they
Yeah.
affect the light coming through, and so there was one of those like on the bottom of the sun, so it looked like a little red dot, which I don't have a picture of, but
Bailey's
yeah.
beads. That
see.
sounds.
Here's like
Right.
the phone just really didn't like.
But
There you
okay,
go.
now that's impressive enough though. That's a real, it's better than a lot of the things that a lot of the videos that I see or whatever when it looks like that. I thought it was going to be like a World Star Hip Hop, like a fights video. Like everybody was just going to start popping each other or whatever when we get to it. I think that looks pretty good, Wendy. I think it looks pretty good.
Thanks. I've got a lot more footage, but I haven't gone through it all yet. But the whole experience was really, really, really cool, and I'm glad that we did it. And also, I'm thankful that we had nice weather for it because it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Sure. Okay.
Had it rained or something, that would have been a bummer.
We have real quick. We have another MJ's popping in from the Anarchy in the UK. We go another Patreon Ufta. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, MJ.
Hope you're well. Hope you're well. And all right. Well,
so I've got a question for you, Ben. When you had your eclipse experience, was there a lot of like marketing and like businesses taking advantage of the theme and all that? Like not taking advantage of, but leveraging the theme of the eclipse.
Yeah, where's your T-shirt, Ben? I thought it changed your fucking life.
Just having the, me, I'm a storyteller. You sit me down and put a few beers in front of me, I'll tell you about decades. So yeah, no, I mean that's there was not a lot of where we were at. We were like half an hour out of Seneca, so not a lot of commercialism. I think there was one like airplane that flew by at some point, but it wasn't like during the eclipse. It's like leading up to it or something.
Banner?
But yeah, with a banner. Now that you mention it.
Because there were... That's hilarious. I mean, that's the best time. Everybody's looking at the sky. That's good marketing dollars there. But
Absolutely.
I thought it was cute that there were a lot of tent stands like selling T-shirts and stuff like that. Just
cool.
on the street, like by the gas stations. and they had shirts that said like "I got mooned" and things like that. That's just like cheesy. Like my brother was saying, it reminded him of like a Simpsons episode. Anytime something big going on, everybody trying to make a buck off of it. But it was cute. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Good. All right. Well, let's jump in to a track here. We haven't played a song yet.
Hey.
And thank you for sharing your pictures with us, Wendy. You may have thought they weren't impressive, but I saw a lot of terrible fucking pictures of the eclipse. And that one you could see, as Bart says, there's a little black spot on the sun today, as our man Sting had said.
Nice, Bart. I love it.
But you could actually see, like, your picture looked like an eclipse, right? Everybody else's.
I was glad I got one. You could actually see the moon on, And
in Madison, it just looked like we were wearing polarized sunglasses for about 5 minutes. I was outside during the eclipse. I was looking at the sun. I don't care. No, I wasn't looking at the sun, right? Don't listen to me, kids. I'm not a role model whatsoever. But it just looked like everything just got a little hazy, like you were wearing sunglasses outside for a few minutes. So it wasn't, and people said this was 90% totality. So I'm like, 90% totality.
Right.
Like it wasn't it.
Well, I know. And it's crazy because like I said before, the darkness and all that seriously did not happen. And it happened so fast. And then when it ended, it was like instant daylight. Just even that tiniest bit of sun was enough to like basically make it daytime. So the transition between totality and 99% just was enough to like light up the entire landscape.
Awesome.
That's why people drive like 20 hours to see totality.
Yeah. Well, right. I didn't. I was planning to sacrifice a couple of virgins that day, but I couldn't find any. So, no dice. Okay. Hey, we don't have a song about eclipses. I mean, there are a lot of cool songs about eclipses. There's, obviously Pink Floyd, the end of, Dark Side of the Moon. It's called Eclipse, Brain Damage. The sun is eclipsed. That's the best part of the song. The sun is eclipsed by the moon. Okay, got Total Eclipse of the Heart, obviously. Everybody loves that song, right? Written by the late, great Jim Steinman. I think we talked about Jim Steinman a lot after Meatloaf passed.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about him on some Patreon hangouts and everything. And then Black Hole Sun, obviously, Soundgarden. That's a really great song. The problem was that I was alive in 1994, where all I heard was that song for a whole summer.
Right.
So even though I love Soundgarden, I think Soundgarden's a great band, Chris Cornell's got an amazing voice, and Black Hole Sun is one of their best songs. If somebody's like, hey, let's turn on Black Hole Sun, I'm like, nope. It's in print. Like I've got neurons devoted to that song.
It's like Led Zeppelin. Laser 103 killed Black Hole Sun for me.
Yeah. I mean, right. I never have to hear Led Zeppelin again. I never have to hear Greta Van Fleet again. Because it's like, oh, Led Zeppelin's got new material. Or whatever. They're just a Led Zeppelin cover band. Let's see. Iron Maiden's got a song called Total Eclipse. It's one of their lesser songs. It was like a B-side on Number of the Beast. It's not great. But it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not going to get your fist pumping like the rest of them. The Fly by U2, that was the first single off of Achtung Baby. Bono talks about the eclipse, talks about an eclipse in The Fly. The Fly, anyway, just makes me laugh thinking about that song's got a great guitar riff too, like The Edge. That's got the best guitar riff on the album. So one of our great guitar riffs is in a song called Tunguska, and while it's not about an eclipse, it is about a astronomical event where an entire, hundreds of miles in Siberia were flattened. And they don't, what they think it was a an asteroid or whatever. Not an asteroid. What's the thing that comes down? Meteorite. Thanks. Meteorite came down and just blew the shit out of Siberia. And so in 1916, the Tunguska event. And because it was in Siberia, there was nobody around to like see it, witness it, or whatever. So all they saw was this massively burned out crater. And so that's the perfect. We think that is the perfect analogy for a broken heart. So he wrote a song about it. And here we go. Here's a little Sunspot with Tunguska. Now this is going to be this. We did this 15 years ago. So we were like in our teens when we did it. And so it's also in standard definition. So if you guys don't remember what standard definition is, that's why it might look a little funky because you're looking at HD. Even my phone is like ultra HD. So you might be looking a little weird. Okay, here we go. I was blown away just like Tunguska. Tunguska, man.
Yeah.
I have not watched that video in a couple of years, and yeah, that was a fun video to do. We We shot it at a farm right across the street from where Ben and I were living in winter, and because it looked kind of like Siberia. And so.
Now, I'm curious though.
Kind of felt like it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It was cold.
It was cold, but we had like coats on and stuff. So I'm curious, Wendy, which one was colder, the Spend the Night shoot or the Tunguska shoot?
Oh, Spend the Night, hands down.
That's what I thought. Wasn't that one in April?
No, that was Spend the Night was in December.
Okay, so it was winter as well.
Yeah, that was one of the coldest nights of my life.
That was brutal. That was nasty.
Yeah, we seem to. We really do. We find the coldest times, and then we're like, let's shoot a video.
But that was crazy. Like we were indoors for the Spend the Night shoot, and it was still colder than it was out on a farm field in winter.
Yeah, it was great. Good times. The only time I've ever been cold, so between Spend the Night, Tunguska wasn't that cold out as compared to, and even when we shot Grand Guignol in May, that was really cold.
That was cold.
But probably the coldest I've ever shot a video was for our friend Tony, who was at Edgewood College. And he was making a music video for the Tori Amos song "Little Earthquakes."
Oh, cool.
For like his video project, and he wanted me to act in his video project. I'm like, sure. So it's like, but there's a thing. What you have to do is you have to lay. I'm supposed to look naked, but he wasn't going to show that obviously because he didn't have a big enough lens. So
you need the hip hop air horn too.
Sure. Yes. All right.
The fact that you had that on hand is hilarious.
What are you gonna do? So anyway, so Tony wanted me to do this. I'm like, okay, and then I had to be shirtless in a snowbank for like an hour, and that was probably the coldest. Like I think I lost some nerves. Like there were some cells that had died from that, and I don't even have a copy of it because it was like now everybody can see it. You can put it on YouTube, you see. But back in the day, you had to make copies for people if they wanted a copy of it. And he's like, I don't know where I'm gonna get 2 VCRs. So that was it. So I didn't have a copy of the video for his Little Earthquakes video. That made me sad. But anyway,
Tragic.
Yeah, Tunguska that's off our Singularity album. You guys can check that out. If you haven't, then it's on YouTube where we have hundreds of videos just like that.
And it's on the Major Arcana
yes
DVD as well.
The
live version.
It makes me sad a little bit that the DVD experience cannot be replicated like streaming.
I know. It's true.
Because there's a DVD thing of just watching the movie, which is fine, but then there's all that other stuff on the DVD,
right? That
made it fun, like the special features and the making of and the goofy shit that people could put on it.
Like the Fate of the Furious wouldn't be the same without the Blu-ray extras.
Right. And so I don't own a Blu-ray player, so like if somebody's, I guess the computer can play Blu-ray. But so the idea. Well, no, that's not true. I have no drives. I have no drive in my house. Scott says I missed a DVD age. Yeah, they were fun.
Agreed.
They were fun. Oh, we'll get to more thoughts on that in a second. Number one, John, Patreon Oofda. Here we go.
Woohoo! Hey, John. Hit the microphone.
All right.
Cheers.
Very good. See, Ben's moved on to the Bloody Mary, to the you have a chaser after that. Very nice. Very nice.
I don't need a chaser, but I just ran out of Bloody Mary, and I happen to have a beer closer.
There you go. Right, within arm's reach, as it were.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Scott,
don't worry, Ben. We didn't think you weren't tough, that you needed a chaser.
Right. I need a snit. That's what the okay. And as a nerd, I missed the director's commentary.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, there
Those
you
are
go.
cool.
We made a director's commentary to Major Arcana too. On there, like, so I wish we could find a way to like still put the special features and all that kind of crap that you put on a DVD, because that made it fun.
Right. And I'd like to be able to use that skill again that I
right, DVD
spent
authoring.
so many hours figuring out how to do.
Oh man.
Well, you can upload that to YouTube as well, and then link it in the original video.
Oh, we could do a director's commentary, or we could figure
true.
that out. But I remastered everything for YouTube. So now, like, remastering that shit's not going to happen unless there has to be a real public demand for it. Once the Major Arcana videos get over 100,000 views, then I will look.
There you
into
go.
it.
There you go.
Then I will look into it.
Perfect.
Everybody got that?
Yeah, watch it. Hey, go. That's right. Watch that shit every day, and then we will eventually. I'll work on that because that would be obviously. I'd love to do it.
We're still
unfortunately nobody's banging down the door.
We're still waiting for anyone, to decipher the entire intro to Radio Free Earth.
That's right.
Oh yeah, right. We have many different languages. It's it's like the United Nations of
Sunspot.
Yeah, right. The United Nations of Sunspot. We picked everybody we knew who could speak a foreign language, and be like, "Come on in." Oh, that was fun.
We thought we were clever. We were clever. Just nobody's done it yet.
We were clever. Just not clever.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, that shit's gone. Thank you. Is that a high life?
Yeah, it's a 64.
Oh,
but it's still a sort of a Miller
60,
product.
Hey, man! I dumped a protein shake into an NA beer. So come at me with those questions.
I don't know you guys anymore.
Come at me with those questions on manhood. I'll take them.
Last weekend, I put
I'm secure, my friends.
Protein shake. Yeah.
I'm secure, my friends. But anyway, so those DVDs were good times. Director's commentaries were fun. And so one of these, now it's just the comment section of YouTube where everybody's a total prick.
Hater. Yeah, haters.
Trolls.
Right, you're watching, you're like, oh, I look really good in this video. And then you look at the comments like, that singer's a fat ass. You're like, oh, man. Like YouTube always has that way of making you feel terrible about yourself.
The worst.
TikTok's a little more supportive now. I'm sure that'll change. But like YouTube just attracts a certain kind of person where it's like, I'm having a bad day. I want to make this person stay worse. And I think that's their special power. So, anyway, so I'm glad that everybody's, we made it through, number one, we made it through winter. It's over. Like officially it's over. Like it could snow tomorrow. Winter's still over, motherfucker. Like it's done. And that is good. That is happiness.
That's exciting.
So we made it through. We're on the other end of it now. And so that is good news. And all right. So we did work on some new music this week as well. And so we should world premiere a new Sunspot song.
Yes.
And a video. So anyway, no reason to wait. We're all here. Everybody's ready. The echo's off.
Yay.
So now we can go right into it. Okay. And this is our, let me just find where I put it. I hope I didn't lose the video. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's hard. It's hard. There's files all over my desktop. I don't know. Well, they say that the worst part is it's like my regular desktop is now clean because there's nothing on it besides equipment, right? So it's the thing that used to be messy was the regular desktop when you work with paper, and now when you just work on computers, it's the computer desktop. So now they have it's like same word, just as messy, and it makes me sad. So anyway, here's our brand new song. And if at the end of it, if you like it, make sure you hit like and hearts and whatever you got to do to it to let us know. And if you don't like it, sit on your fucking hands. Okay, here we go. What do you want from me? Okay.
Well, I like it.
That's What Do You Want From Me by Sunspot. Yes, I enjoyed that as well. Even though I spent about 30 hours just staring at it. But we still are beautiful. That's good to hear. Hey, I like all the song rocks and the video effects are really cool. Thank you,
Thanks,
Andy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the effect.
Bart, great new video.
Thanks, Bart.
Right, Bart can't be wrong.
Michelle, fine judge of music. Scott likes the halftone comic book printing effect. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little Andy Warhol for everybody. Pam, love it. Thanks a lot, guys. We like playing music for you. And so that one will be on YouTube and your Spotify's and all those kind of things within the week.
Well, there you go. I guess we're not retiring.
Yes, not this week. John says awesome.
Right.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Appreciate that thought. It's very nice. Yes, so we're not retiring. because we've got a show to do first.
Oh, I was kidding.
A couple, at least a few shows.
Right. Yes, but the next show we're going to play at, that one's going to be in Racine on April 26th. And it is the 26th anniversary of McCullough's Pub, one of our favorite
Yay, we love McCullough's.
Yeah, no, we're going to go Buckwell. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So April 26th. So I think we played their 14th anniversary 12 years ago. So right, I could do math.
Good math,
guys. Thank you. Did I tell you guys I was a math major?
We had to have our parents come because we were underage, right?
Right. That was embarrassing. I'm like, Dad, Dad, can you buy me a beer? Which is legal in Wisconsin. So in Racine it was fine.
Yeah, there you go.
In fact, Racine, it's encouraged. The police, the police hand them out. Anyway, and I think we'll see some of you, or Wendy, I'll see some of you next week in Galena. And Wendy, didn't you design this T-shirt?
Yes, I did.
Too? Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So, looks a lot like your T-shirt too. So I think that whoever made the Ohio Solar Eclipse, I think he stole from you.
He snarfed my style.
He snarfed your loot. Bart, my liver is ready for McCullough's. All right. Hey. Sounds good. That's right. I took some blood tests too, and I just to make sure. It's training. It's like, it's it's like with Lance Armstrong right before a bike race. He had to make sure that his body was ready to take all the drugs he needed to do so he could get to number one. So that's what we got to do before we hit McCullough's. We got to make sure that our bodies are in shape for the for the abuse that will be put through. At a place like McCullough. Anyway, so that's always a rockin' time. That's our next live show. That's April 26th. And if you guys are anywhere near southeastern Wisconsin, we would love to see you there. And of course, you can find all that information and where we're going to be next. You can find that at our website, and that is sunspotmusic.com.
There it is.
Is where you can find that. So, but some of you we're going to see before, and not in person, but over the interwebs and Zoom as we do our Patreon hangout. So our Patreon hangout's also going to be that week. This will be a little earlier in the week. And then if you guys, the people who are Patreons, number one, you're the coolest people we know. So thank you for staying. Thank you for being on that list. That's a very exclusive list. That list is a little too exclusive for my taste. And we're hoping to make that bigger. Scott asks, is McCullough's ready for your thirst? I'm not. That's what we're not sure about. That's for sure. I told him to stock up on Miller 64s because Sunspot's in the fucking house.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. Andy, when are you going to get Sunspot in shirts and colors other than black? I want something for warmer outdoor shows like Breakfast.
That's a great suggestion, Andy. We will look into that because it would be nice to have so people don't have to, roast. I learned that actually during the eclipse, while we were waiting for the eclipse, I was wearing my eclipse shirt.
That's like wearing the shirt of the band to the show.
I know, but I wanted to.
All right.
But it was really warm, and it got me it reminded me of those times when we played in Texas, and everybody was like, "Where are the white T-shirts? Why are all your shirts black? We're roasting here. You're killing me." So we'll look into that, Andy. Thank you for the suggestion.
The reason that I don't buy white T-shirts is because I sweat like just a dripping sweat, and I don't want everybody to be like, "Look, it's Mike's nipples."
Right.
Right, well, but if you pour a bucket over your head on purpose, it's different.
Right.
With the white T-shirt. Okay.
Right.
Yes. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. But nobody's lining up to see these useless teats.
Oh my gosh. Teats.
Andy, I actually wore my Sunspot shirt on Eclipse Day.
Hey,
see?
There you go.
Hey, cool.
Well, I mean, that's like wearing so like going to a concert and seeing a similar band, but not the band you're seeing, because the Sunspot Eclipse.
Right.
Well, you know what?
Right.
Our original logo was basically a sun, a totality sun. The O of the sunspot is a totality sun. The original Sunspot.
Oh yeah,
logo.
you're right. It is that. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna find that logo.
Find it. And also, I wanted to say thanks to not only to Andy for wearing our shirt on Eclipse Day, but our friend Meg from Racine also sent me a picture of her where she was wearing it, and they went to Indianapolis and they saw the totality. So, thanks guys for representing.
Nice. Hey,
That's good. So there was a little sunspot. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me jump it out here. I found the old logo. I mean, we say old like it's not really that. I mean, I guess we've been using the new logo for 14 years. So, okay.
Wait, no.
That didn't
No,
work.
that's a different one.
That's a little
different
big.
one.
All right, you are correct. I don't know how to take it off either.
That's the eclipse before the moon got to it.
Oh, okay.
But there is a different version of the logo where the actual, like, it's just the corona with the dark O. But I forgot not that one.
Oh,
Okay, then I remember the corona. All right, Wendy will
I think
find it.
I have it.
Wendy will find it. But I hope we see some of you guys. I hope we're gonna cause a total eclipse. I mean, there's gonna be 3 full moons at least that night. at
Oh
McCullough's Pond.
man.
At McCullough's Pond. Okay, well I wasn't done selling the Patreon, so let me get back to that before we talk about our butts. Okay, so Patreons, we'll see you that week before McCullough, so we're gonna do a hangout. I don't know if we'll do a watch along. We've had some requests to have a movie night again, so maybe we'll do a movie night.
That'd be fun.
This week. I will try to find the grossest, most violent film I can for us to all enjoy together.
When does Terrifier 3 come out?
I think Terrifier 3 will be out by Halloween.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. I follow
Nice.
Damon Leone on Twitter. First of all, Damon Leone, if you're going to be a horror movie director, that's the name to have.
Yeah.
That is a great
Damien. Yeah.
His name might as well be Satan McDevilfuck. Like that is an evil name. Okay. But we definitely will. We're always interested in different color shirts and stuff like that. And when people have ideas for merchandise and things like that, we like your ideas. That way it means we have a better chance of selling them, right? Better chance of people enjoying them.
Well, yeah, if it's something they want.
Right, because there's nothing sadder than looking at a room full of unsold merchandise.
Oh.
It's not even about the money.
It's called my garage.
Right. Well, yeah, if there's the problem is that tapes went out of style way too fast.
Yeah.
Went way too fast. Like we originally made a demo tape in 1997, and we still have about 200 of them. So if you guys have a tape deck, do we have some songs for you? We certainly do.
Wait a minute.
So, what are you looking at there?
Well, I'm looking at the Sunspot CDs on my wall because I think the old logo is on like one of them. Maybe Radio Free Earth or
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna find it because now it's bothering me.
All right. Okay, so maybe I don't know if we're gonna find.
That's okay. I'll post it on our page.
If
I don't find it before.
Here at Radio Free Earth right now, it's just a.
Oh, it's just that cowboy font.
Was it a cowboy font? I thought it was called Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Cowboy Ring of Fire. You know.
The cowboy. It was the Ring of Fire font, and that we thought that was I thought that was the coolest font in the world. So I don't know. Like Wendy, I thought you did a nice job.
It is a sweet font, which I had nothing to do with creating. But thank you.
Oh, Pam's got a dual tape deck. All right, so Pam, we should bring
Awesome.
an oubliette for you.
Oh, maybe Oubliette has that. No, that's a Nevermore. Never mind.
Yeah, that was our old band. I mean, it was not our old band; it was still us, but we had to change the name because
Dang it all.
there's a band called Nevermore that got signed before we did, and this is how it looked. right? And our friend Jay did a drawing for the cover of a sad, lonely guy out there in the place of forgetting with a little raven. There, you see him, the raven. Anyway, we thought it was neat.
I love that painting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the best part about this one though is that if you look up at the side here, and I don't know if I can't highlight it, but we didn't have a website .com yet because we couldn't afford .coms, but it was a GeoCities. So if you can see, I'm trying to put this right in the center here, GeoCities. We spelled our website wrong on the tape.
Whoops, that was probably my fault.
Wait, I thought. Wait a minute. I thought it was the duplication company that messed that up.
I'm sure we'll blame the duplication company, but it probably was something we did. We were just, I don't know, or it was duplicate.
I don't remember.
You know what? Fuck them. I blame them.
Oh,
didn't we try to visit that?
How about a vinyl picture disc?
Oh yeah,
I like the idea, John.
I think didn't we try to go to the duplication place out east in like 2001?
Yes, but that was the one we did was with a place called Rainbow Records, and they were.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tapes were done in LA. Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Okay.
Andy, this is a good question. You know, so this is from before you were Sunspot. Didn't know you had any stuff from back then. Well, it still was us. It wasn't, you know, it was just a name that we had to change. We still were just Sunspotters. We changed the name in, 1997 because, we got emails from lawyers from the other Nevermore, and so we had to do something quick. And
sorry, go ahead.
And we could have kept the name Nevermore in Wisconsin because we were here first, so they couldn't have trademarked it in Wisconsin. And then we'd be the band that could only play in Wisconsin. So then we'd have to learn even more polkas if we were going to only have to play in Wisconsin. So Wendy, what do you got?
I found not the old logo, but I found a whole bunch of logo ideas that I.
Right, hold on.
Most of them feature the sun with a totality eclipse. Why didn't we think about this sooner? Our logo pretty much has a totality on it.
Yeah, we could
have done something with that, and we missed our chance, and now we have to wait another 20 years.
Right, we have to wait till the year 2125 before.
But yeah, these were sticker ideas. I was trying to mess around with the logo.
Yeah.
But I guess these are all with the newer font.
Anyway, so total eclipse of the O is how we do it.
Anyway. I'm going to find that old logo because I'm pretty sure it's on some of the stickers. The old stickers.
Nice. All right. Okay, well, everybody, thank you for listening to us prattle for an hour. We hope everybody has a great week. We're looking forward to seeing people at McCullough's. Make sure if you didn't catch the video, if you're coming in late or whatever, you can see that on YouTube this week. There'll be an email out to the email list to talk about it. Oh, did you say you're not on the email list? What?
Why would you
change
that?
It's sunspotmusic.com, which is not very exciting right now. It's just like a link tree. Mostly it's links to my OnlyFans. So you guys can see it's a link tree to, I know you guys are interested in that.
Gosh.
And anyway, I'm in top 99% of OnlyFans. Anyway, but sunspotmusic.com, that is the place where if you're on the email list, you can get on there real quick, and then that'll be the links to all the new stuff. We'll tell you we launched, and that's just a little message from us every week where we say we love you, and okay. Sweet. So everybody, have an awesome rest of the week. We'll see some of you guys we'll see the coolest of you at the Patreon, and we'll see also very cool people at McCullough's, and then we'll see everyone back here on the book where we put our faces, and YouTube and on Twitter. I forgot this is broadcasting out on Twitter, or X as they call it. Elon Musk is watching right now. and he said it's great. Our only request, Elon, is that you make a vehicle big enough where we can haul some shit, an electric vehicle in your Tesla.
Yes.
Where that's big enough to actually haul stuff.
A band van.
The cyber van versus that weird. The Cybertruck is cool. I feel like you shouldn't own a Cybertruck unless you also have an M16. Like it's a post-apocalyptic vehicle.
Gosh.
You guys have seen the Cybertruck, right? Everybody's seen the pictures of that. It needs to have. Ben, you haven't seen the Cybertruck?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, it looks like a video game.
Hold on, this is our last thing before we get the fuck out of here. Let me show you the Cybertruck.
Oh my gosh.
And tell me what this looks like. If this doesn't look like a post-apocalyptic vehicle.
It looks like an armored DeLorean.
Yeah. Right. So what you should be doing with the Cybertruck is you got to have a gun out the side.
You should be carrying Sunspot equipment
as you go back in time.
Nice.
Right. Or yes.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, Elon, I know you're watching on X here. Your job is to make a band van Cybertruck. And so as soon as you take care of that, we'll finally get one. Because I got the money. It's not a matter of the money. All right. Everybody stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, so we see you at a live show. And also, internet access sucks in jail, so you will not be able to spend more time with us like this. And hope that everybody has a great week, and we will talk to you soon.
We kiss you.
Bye-bye.